My Lord, Honorable the Chief Justice, with your Lordship permission, may I now announce that the swearing-in ceremony has begun.
Yes.
With your Lordship's permission, may I now read out the order of His Excellency, the Governor of Assam, authorizing your Lordship to administer the oath and affirmation to Sri Midul Kumar Kolita to be an additional judge of the Guwahati High Court.
Yes.
Order, April 17, 2023. In exercise of the powers conferred by Article 219 of the Constitution of India, I hereby authorize Mr. Justice Sandeep Mehta, Chief Justice of the Guwahati High Court, as the person before whom Sri Midul Kumar Kolita, who has been appointed to be an additional judge in the Guwahati High Court, shall make and subscribe the oath and affirmation according to the form set out for the purpose in the third schedule to the Constitution of India. Sri Gulab Chand Kataria, Governor of Assam. With your Lordship permission, the warrant of appointment of Sri Midul Kumar Kolita as an additional judge of the Guwahati High Court will now be read.
Yes.
By virtue of the power vested in me by Clause 1 of Article 224 of the Constitution of India, I, Draupadi Murmu, President of India, do hereby appoint Sri Midul Kumar Kolita to be an additional judge of the Guwahati High Court for a period of 2 years with effect from the date he assumes charge of his office. given at Rashtrapati Bhavan, New Delhi, this 12th day of April in the year 2023, 22nd Chaitra 1945 Saka, in the 74th year of the Republic of India. Signed, Draupadi Murmu, President of India. May I request Honorable the Chief Justice to administer oath of office to Sri Midul Kumar Kalita as an additional judge of the Guwahati High Court.
Yes. I,
I, Mridul Kumar Kolita, having been appointed additional judge of Guwahati High Court, High Court of Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram, and Arunachal Pradesh, do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will duly and faithfully and to the best of my ability, knowledge, and judgment, perform the duties of my office without fear or favor, affection or ill will, and that I will uphold the Constitution and the laws.
With your lordship permission, the proceedings will now be closed.
where is the warrant? Where is the?
I will-
Okay, very well. Thank.
From item number 1 to 4. The number 5 to 4.
Yes.
May it please your lordship, I beg to make a mention of item number 7, 8, and 9.
Yes. Why your advocate general is not coming?
Yes, your lordship may kindly fix a date like on the 11th.
With even on the last occasion also you sought adjournment.
Yes, your lordship.
So
very
why
sorry for
can't your learned advocate general
He'll be
address the
coming on
court through VC?
Lordship, he has just conveyed to me in the morning. He'll be here on 11th.
All right. It is stated that learned advocate general, Mr. K.N. Nagaland, Mr. Balgopal is not available today, and a request is made to adjourn these appeals. List on 11th May. Request is made on his behalf to adjourn these appeals. List on 11th May.
Lordship, I have another prayer
Yes.
in item number 12.
Yes.
Lordship, in this case, the state was supposed to file an affidavit. Lordship, I'm praying for another further 3 weeks' time because the notification is in the pipeline.
Wait for the matter to be called out. Then we'll consider.
Yes, your
Yes.
May I please, your Lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention item 14, Lordship.
4014.
14, Lordship. Yes, Lordship. Lordship, I am appearing with consent of the petitioner, Lordship. I am appearing on behalf of Legal Aid Council A. Bhattacharya, Lordship. He is a personal problem, Lordship. So kindly.
You are
Lordship,
appearing for the respondent or the state?
I am appearing on for the respondent, Lordship.
Okay. So why do you want adjournment? What is the problem?
Lordship, I am appearing on behalf of the Legal Aid Council A. Bhattacharya, Lordship. And
Okay.
he's some problem today, Lordship. So kindly adjourn the matter for today.
So and so associate to Mr. Makes a mention on behalf of council, Mr. A. Bhattacharya. And praise that the matter may be adjourned for the day, for the present. List after 3 weeks.
Master blessings.
The other side has no objection, Mr. 3 weeks. Okay.
The numbers 15 to 28.
May I please the Lord? So in this case, I am paying for the respondent, my lord.
In which item?
Item number 15 to 19, my lord.
15 to 19, they are connected appeals.
My lord,
What are the matters about?
my lord, in this case, petitioners were engaged as master worker lordship.
Mm,
After their service has been regularized,
Hmm.
wrongly they were promoted to the next higher post, my lord.
mhm.
Now they were reverted back, but they are now taking salary of my lord higher post.
Okay, so why do you want an adjournment?
My lord, in this case,
Want them to be enriched indefinitely?
my lord,
Then
learned advocate general will appear, my lord. He has difficulty today.
he is not here.
Yes, my.
All right. A request is made to adjourn these appeals on behalf of Advocate General, Mr. Saikia, who is reportedly, Mr. Saikia or Mr. Das,
So, okay, my lord.
who is reportedly not available today. List after 2 weeks.
God bless, my lord.
Wait, please, your lordship. I beg to mention item number 27, lordship,
Yes.
with the consent of the other side, lordship.
This is a
Arguing-
PIL. What is the PIL about?
Lordship, the petitioner has challenged the election of the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council, lordship,
Hmm,
which was conducted by the State Election Commission, lordship.
hmm.
So
So
we have
how can
already
it,
filed
how
the-
can it be a subject matter of writ jurisdiction? And why it is a PIL then? Let the matter be called out. You are for the
I'm.
state.
No, lordship, respondent 5, 6, and 7, Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council,
Lordship, actually, in this matter, learned advocate general, he is appearing, lordship.
lordship.
All right, same order. Request is made to adjourn the matter in short, 2 weeks.
Obliged.
Who is for the appellant, petitioner?
M.
In this-
Sarani, M. Sarani, lordship.
You have informed?
Yes, lordship.
All right.
Second request.
The other side has no objection. List of 2 weeks.
Obliged.
The numbers 29.
My lord, with the consent of the writ petitioner, my lord, I beg to mention item 25, my lord.
25,
Yes, my lord.
yes.
Well, actually, the arguing counsel, he is in some difficulty, my lord. He is out of station due to medical treatment, my lord.
It is stated that arguing counsel, Mr.
K. Gogoi, my lord.
K. Gogoi
Yes, my lord.
is not available today. His name is not there in the list.
No, my lord,
Higher
higher education.
all right. Is not available. Mr. K. Gogoi is not available. Standing Counsel Higher Education Department is not available today. And a request is made to adjourn the matter on his behalf. The other side has no objection. List up to 2 weeks.
Much obliged.
Yes.
May it please, my lord, with the consent of the learned appellant, I beg to mention item number 30, my lord.
Mm,
Difficulty on part of the counsel for the respondent. May I pray the matter will be adjourned.
a request is made to adjourn the matter on behalf of the appellant,
Of the respondent, my lord.
respondent. List, the other side has no objection. List up 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I'm obliged. 30.
30.
With the consent of the petitioner, which is item number 29.
Yes,
The matter will be adjourned, Mr. D. Saike, Advocate General appear, he is out of station.
it is stated that Advocate General, Learned Advocate General, Mr. Saikia.
Your lordship, I am appearing for the appeal petitioner. May I pray that the matter may be listed on 25th of May, your lordship,
May
25th.
is to argue the matter, appear on behalf of the state in this PIL, and is not available today. Counsel for the petitioner agrees to the prayer for it, does not have objection to the prayer for adjournment. List on 25th May as prayed.
Deeply obliged, your lordship.
That's all. Done.
May I please, your lordship? With consent to the other side, I beg to mention item number 24. Hearing item 24.
Yes, what do you want?
Adjournment, lordship, my senior has personal difficulty today. He is not physically.
You are
well.
for the appellant petitioner.
Petitioner.
The counsel for the petitioner prays for time. The other side has no objection. List up 4 weeks. Okay.
Obliged.
May it please, lord. So, my lord, this appeal filed by this appellant wants to withdraw this. So may I
Withdraw
is this matter on 25th?
25th, let it listed on 25th.
Obliged, my lord. May I please.
Give that, yes. Yes, please.
May please, your lordship. My lord, I have filed two analogous writ appeal on 12th April. My humble prayer may this kindly be listed on 25th April, my lordship.
26th,
26th.
26th.
Obliged, your lord.
The other matter also give it on 26th. Yes. Yes, sir.
Item number 14 and 15, I analogous matter of part two matter, my lord. Matter be taken after 28, my lord. We are waiting for this.
What do you want? Already adjourned. They have been mentioned. They've been mentioned.
Okay.
Yes.
May please, Your Lordship.
Yes.
No, they are confused. They are-
What is the note? Hmm. But they are already there in this list. They are already there in the list.
May please, Your Lordship.
Yes.
I beg to mention item number 10 of today's daily list, Lordship. In this matter, Your Lordship, on the last occasion, we were directed to bring certain specific instructions.
Hmm.
The department is preparing it.
Regarding promotion and that,
Your Lordship,
that matter.
all the commissioners. So the department is preparing it and they will be sending to us within, I think, 4-5
But-
days.
Then that part you already cleared that some of them have been promoted. Now the matter is to be decided finally.
Exactly, my lord, the specific thing, some instruction was required. My senior was appearing in this matter. Therefore, just my lord, a week's time may be given. We will file it, my lord. We'll bring it on record.
Whatever you wanted to convey, that has already been recorded. Mr. Nayak,
Lordship, in this case, their basic objection is
is
that
to that 8 years.
8 years.
Yes.
Lordship, whereas I have received one table, Lordship, where I have seen that all of them, most of them, Lordship, got promotion within 3 years, Lordship. That table I wanted to place before Lordship.
That is not true, Lord.
If that was so, then they would not have agitated the cause.
Exactly, Lord.
Once, I think so I have seen that they were promoted to the post of senior typist Lordship in the year 2015.
Hmm.
And in the year 2018 itself, got promoted to the post of junior administrator.
Then why they would rush to the court? Why they want to litigate then? Does it stand to reason?
Even the first writ petitioner number 1, Lordship, within a span of 13 years, Lordship, he got 3 promotions. And secondly, Lordship, the other batch.
Mr. Bhagwati, let them bring the facts on record.
Lordship.
Hmm?
Lordship, 7 days, Lordship, he is asking for.
All right, when counsel Mr. Nayak submits that he has received additional information regarding most of the petitioners having been promoted within the period of 8 years.
Actually, it was originally, it was 4 years, Lordship.
Lordship, I am just citing one example, Lordship. Petitioner number 1 is Minmay Saikia.
Hmm.
His initial appointment was in the year 2009.
Hmm.
And he got promoted to the post of junior administrative assistant in the year 2018.
Lordship.
So it
And-
that is 9 years.
Lordship, it does, he became eligible, but it doesn't mean that he will have to promote it immediately after 8 years.
That is not
Lordship. It depends
right
upon
to
the
be
vacancy
considered.
position,
The
Lordship.
thing is right to be considered. So right of consideration,
Yes,
if you consider a grade 4 employee, it
Lordship.
is 7 years.
No, they are also not considered. Lordship will consider. for the
Also, then argue the matter finally, we'll decide. Then why this beating about the bush?
For junior, for grade 4
Mr.
and.
Nayak, either argue the matter finally.
Lordship, I'll on the next date, Lordship. Let me bring this list.
All right. List on, re-notify on 9th, 2nd May. Or rather, 9th May. 9th May. All right. All mentioning is done? Okay. Take down. This court has come across a very disturbing report in the Assam Time. What is the newspaper's name? Pratidin Time newspaper. E-edition regarding 50 children in Doboka shelter home having fallen sick and were required to be hospitalized. A perusal of the report would indicate that the children were parts of families who were evicted from their homes and were given temporary shelter in tarpaulin-made camps. They have been staying there for past 2 years and are prone to diseases from time to time. We are constrained to observe that such a state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue. It is the constitutional obligation of the state authorities to ensure the well-being of such children who fall in the category of children in need of care and protection as per the Juvenile Justice Act. We therefore take suo motu cognizance of this news report. A PIL shall be registered by the title Plight of Children in temporary shelter homes versus state. We request Mr. B.D. Kumar, Senior Advocate, to assist the court as an amicus curiae in this matter. The notices of the writ petition shall be listed for orders tomorrow, shall be registered and listed for further orders tomorrow. Who is the counsel for the Women and Child Development Department? What is the department? WCD or what? What is the department relating to child welfare or whatever? What is the name of the department?
No, not department. So
There is no department.
name has been divided into
What is the precise name we want to know? Mr. Nath, yes. What, Women and Child Development, that's,
Now there are two departments, women and child development is for women and child. And for the persons with physical disability, it is social justice.
no, we are talking of children.
Women
So,
and child, women
Mr.
and child.
D. Nath, then it's senior counsel, senior government advocate representing the Women and Child Development Department, Government of Assam shall seek instructions in the matter. You get a copy of the report. We'll now widen the scope of this petition to pan Assam. We have done that in Rajasthan and very successfully. We got the condition of all observation homes improved by directions given in the suo PIL. This is a cause which is not adversarial. It's for everyone, because this, from what we find, there will be many such camps. Because the eviction drives have taken place, but then if the government doesn't take care of the people who have been evicted, and if the children face this situation, and that is very serious. List tomorrow. Name of Mr. Kumar and Mr. Nath shall henceforth be reflected in the call list.
Item number 1, daily list for orders.
Personal presence of director. That has to be switched out.
Last-
But are the parties here?
Yes, Lordship.
All right, then we'll take it up, Rupam. We'll take it up in camera after the proceedings are over.
No.
You can ask them to wait for a while.
No.
Once the entire list is over, then we'll call out the matter. Yes.
Item number 2,
In this case, my lord, the services is complete, my lord. So I pretty much this matter may come up for admission, my lord.
Yes, let's see.
Notice was issued on 17th of November, my lord.
All are represented.
I'm representing respond number 4, the register of cooperative societies.
What is the report, Rupam? What is the office report on service? You can give us an indication, right? That what is it coming out for? This is the office report on service. Hmm. Check. I can't find it.
12/4 to 23, my lord.
neither adequate nor answer notice.
12/4 says neither AD nor unserved notices.
But he's for R4, my lord.
R4. The other respondents, R4, the power has been filed.
The government is from 1 to 3 and 5 to 7, and private respondent is 8.
8.
8,
What about 8?
8, my lord.
You are representing. Service has been effected on all respondents. List what is the IE about?
IA for stay, my lord.
List the appeal for admission on after a week.
Item number 3,
Yes.
My lord, last occasion, the officers, containers are asked to appear personally.
Yes. What has happened? Have the notices been served?
We have taken steps by register post, my lord.
but the AD has not come back. Notices issued to the issued to the respondents requiring their personal presence have not been returned. Neither the notices issued to the respondents have been returned after service, nor the respondents are present in the court. Rupam, find out from the registry. These are both officers in Guwahati. That email thing. Already started the process. Very well. We'll issue fresh notice then. Fresh notice we issued to both the respondents who are serving as senior officers in the elementary education department, Government of Assam. Both the respondents shall be informed to remain present in the court on the next date of hearing. The notices for effecting service shall be forwarded to the. You have served this. Can you take Dasti?
Lordship.
Dasti service is permitted. List on 10th May.
I live this one.
Matter number 4 for fresh admission without stay.
Yes.
May I please, Your Lordship? My lord, it is a appeal against the judgment of the Honorable Single Judge dated 7/2/23. Now, my lord, what has happened?
There was an order to hold a fresh meeting.
My lord,
What has happened thereafter?
in fact, my lord, there is a connected appeal filed by my lord, writ petitioner. The appeal number is 72/23. In that case, my lord, your lordship has directed that till the next date, that part of the judgment, my lord, asking my lord, to hold a fresh meeting was stayed, my lord.
All right, so we'll connect that.
Your lordship will connect that. My additional prayer is, my lord, out of total 10 members, including the president, 9 members have passed the resolution. Now, my lord, we don't have any confidence, my lord, on the president. So
Understood.
can it be this way? So far as, my lord, paragraph 22 of the judgment is concerned, that may be stayed, my lord. By that, if your lordship comes to page, my lord, 129.
Let us first connect both the appeals, then we'll hear them
My
together.
lord,
With restricts that to track the file of writ appeal number so and so
72. My lord.
arising from the same impugned judgment of learned single judge and list both the matters together on 29th,
My lord.
29th April. No, not 29th, but 29th April. Yes. It's a Saturday, 28th.
My lord, only one aspect of the matter. Respondent 7, my other, my lord, respondents are represented, my lord. 7, my lord, will take dusty statement.
In the meantime, counsel for the appellant to take steps by the C process for effecting service on the respondent number 7. Secretary,
My lord, it's the president, Dulabchara Anchalik Panchayat, my lord.
okay, whatever.
Obliged.
I am for the KBS on that, one number 1.
So and so appears in KVU. 23.
23. Deeply obliged.
Matter numbers 5 and 6.
Yes.
Lordship, on last occasion, direction is issued, your lordship, for the deputy commissioner Moregaon's additional affidavit, the lordship. I filed this morning, your lordship, of the copies also to the parties.
You got to
Today I got copy, your lordship. One more thing, your lordship, the 4 districts under your lordship, BTC, your lordship, or territorial council, they have not come up with any additional affidavit, your lordship. They may also be directed to file affidavit, your lordship.
affidavit, you file affidavit on behalf of the
On today morning, I have filed on behalf of Deputy Commissioner Morigaon, Your Lordship. And previous several dates, Your Lordship, affidavit on behalf of the DC Sonitpur, Tinsukia, Kamrup Metro, Kamrup Rural,
And Bongaigaon,
Bongaigaon were filed, Your Lordship,
MS, your good name, madam?
and Bordoloi.
And Bordoloi submits, appearing for the Revenue Department, submits that she has today morning, she has filed the affidavit on behalf of the Deputy Commissioner
Morigaon.
Morigaon. Today, our affidavits on behalf of districts. Which districts are pending?
Lordship, pending-
So far as 4 districts under PTC, your lordship, Board and Territorial Council, those are your lordship,
The 4 districts under the BTC
Kokorajar, Chirang,
are still awaited.
lordship.
Madam, you are to file, Madam Arbora, Mrs. Arbora shall ensure that affidavits on behalf of these districts are filed by the next date list on 25th May.
If it
Deeply.
is from the side of DC lordship, then someone can.
No, Your Lordship, on previous occasion, Madam has filed on behalf of
PTC.
PTC. Yes, Your Lordship.
You already filed.
No, your lordship, that
That
is
was long ago.
initially, your lordship, the
Initial.
compliance for.
So fresh affidavit.
Fresh.
Fresh affidavit. Yes.
Obliged.
For hearing.
Yes.
Lordship, record was called for law.
Hmm.
LCR record was called for lordship.
Little louder, madam.
So LCR was called for lordship.
LCR was called for. LCR is here, Rupam. It's here.
Yes. So this is the enhancement lordship under section 25 of the.
Yes.
And impugned the judgment.
The other side, council is not there. Earlier, Mr. Bhomik was appearing. GP Bhomik. Last date, MS RD Mozumdar. What is the matter? I would like to argue. She was appointed as an amicus curiae. What is the matter? Tell us.
The lordship impugned judgment is annexed to lordship price 21 lordship.
Yes.
The family wrote, this is the order of the lordship and only awarded 1.5 lakhs lordship.
How many? What is the amount awarded?
1.5 lordship.
1.5
Yes,
lakhs.
lordship.
So you come up for enhancement.
Enhancement lordship.
What is the evidence to show that the respondent has that capability and your status both? What is the age? Age of the respondent?
At that time, lordship. Never 45 lordship. Since 2014 lordship.
He is a government employee.
Yes, husband, yes, her husband, is government employee under the RMD laws. The her salary, his salary slip I have annexed, annexure number 4 law.
Annexure 4,
Annexure 4 is 32.
page number 34. What is that?
So this is the salary slip, lordship. Type copy is lordship page 32. Annexure 4 is getting 70,000 lordship.
70,
17,000,
7.
yes, lordship. At that time, lordship.
That was in 2010.
Yes, lordship.
Where is he posted now?
How does it, right now, sir, I came to know retired lordship.
He is retired
Yes,
now.
lordship.
And what is the family status? How many children they have?
One child lordship,
He is with you?
male child,
Male child is with you?
no lordship.
Then
Staying with her mother, lordship. Staying with her mother.
staying with her mother. You are the mother.
Mother lordship, yes, lord-
You are representing the mother.
yes, lordship.
Right.
Staying with
What
her-
does
his
this
mother.
son, what does the son do?
Nothing lordship.
Nothing. But then this is a case of desertion, basically. So you have left the company of the husband without any justifiable cause. Why should you be entitled to maintenance? Tell us. That is the finding which is not challenged. The decree of divorce is not under challenge, or is it? If you question the finding regarding divorce in this appeal,
No, Lordship, this is only I have temporary.
we are asking you when there is a positive finding of the Learned Family Court that there is a desertion, and why should you be intentional desertion? You have deprived the man of his rights under the marriage. He could not cohabit with his wife. Desertion is for 16 years. More than that. Then why? These findings are there, then why at all any maintenance? If the lady does not perform her duties under the pious sacrament of marriage, why is she entitled to claim any maintenance? Tell us.
Lordship, his physical torture is Lordship, continuously torture her mentally, Lordship, because of his poor, from the poor families, belongs from the poor families.
So all right, she had the opportunity to live with her husband.
And physically torture, Lordship.
No,
What
there is
is-
no such finding. Read the finding in the impugned judgment that there was any cruelty. Let's read your evidence. Read out from the evidence of the appellant. Your witnesses, DW2 and DW3, they did not state anything about the so-called torture. That finding is against you. Hmm? Case of enhancement. Was it clear finding that she deserved it all? She's given 1 lakh, 2,000 lakh is good enough. What do you say?
Where is mentioned, Lordship?
I've read that. I've read that. Read page 6 of the judgment. Where the finding was there. Page 6. These are the findings on issue number 1, 2, and 3. There is a clear finding of desertion. The lady does not perform duties. And deserts her husband, takes the child with herself without any justified reason. And why she is entitled? It has been given, so that is sufficient. It's not a case for announcement, madam. Will it, will it be judgment? Okay. Reserve. We want us to reserve or you want to do it today itself? Do it today, it's a small judgment, no? Okay, arguments are judgment reserved.
Matter number 12.
You can mention the fact that the respondent is now retired from service. Yes. Yes.
Also, in this matter, on the last occasion, the government of Assam has submitted a
communication which indicated that the proposal has been submitted for my lord, deputing officers in the investigation wing. Similar
Yes.
notifications were supposed to be issued by the Nagaland and Mizoram, my lord.
Mhm.
Perhaps till date.
They have not issued.
Yes. ma'am.
What do you say, Mr. Kalita, Mr. Goswami? All right. Mhm. Right. So that is for Mizoram and Nagaland.
Nagaland, your lordship, like even I'm praying for time because like it is in the pipeline. Yesterday I've received a listing.
All right. So Mr. Das will give them some time.
Lord,
For the state of Assam, the
Mm.
final approval, it will need some time.
Okay.
Give us 10 days time. In the
Alan,
meantime, will.
Senior Government Advocate, Mr. Dinath, appearing for the state of Assam, Mr. B.D. Goswami, Additional Advocate General, Arunachal Pradesh, and Mr. A. Kalita, Additional Advocate General, Mizoram, MS MKG, Senior Government Advocate, Nagaland, pray for one more opportunity to place on record the consequential notifications are required to be issued in light of the order dated 14/3/2023. So then don't mention about Arunachal. It will be noted that requisite notification has already been issued in the state of Arunachal Pradesh.
Lord, after notifying, there is a consequence exercise which has to be undertaken with regard to training of. those-
Identification training,
Yes, my lord.
that exercise,
Lord, you cannot sit back.
as you said,
Sequence
the
of
NEPA will be doing that training.
Yes.
So simply issuing, the paper formality won't do the work. You have to execute what your promises, right? Okay,
That exercise has to be started.
all right, okay. The latest factual report regarding status of training shall also be placed on record. Training of the officials shall also be placed on record by the next date. Re-notify on 24th May.
Highly approved.
Item number 13.
May I please? Your Lord? My
Yes.
Lord, the core issue involved in this petition, my lord, that has been examined by the Honorable Supreme Court, my lord, and matter was already heard and judgment is reserved. On the last date also, my lord, it was adjourned for.
What is the controversy?
Lord, the issue involved is the, my lord, power of the assessing officer under section 153A of the Income Tax Act, my lord. Whether he can examine the, my lord, the subsequent evidence or not, my lord.
All right.
The issue has been chased by the Honorable Apex Court. my lord.
This court is informed that the SLP involving identical issue, which is under consideration of this court. This court is informed that a similar question of law, which is raised in this appeal, is pending adjudication before Honorable the Supreme Court. In this Dayavanti, that is the case.
Lordship, this is the order.
In the case of so and so. Then counsel representing the appellant submits that final arguments have been heard and the judgment is still awaited. And this already there. Give the details of this order. Return it to them. Thus, list up to 4 weeks awaiting outcome of the aforesaid bunch of SLPs.
Deeply applied.
Number 20.
Yes.
Lordship, will remember this is the case of discharge. Lordship had inquired regarding whether there was some kind of an SOP with the Assam Rifles. Lordship, in this connection, Lordship, I've called the law officer. I am told, Lordship, there is no such.
SOP, for what purpose? You will have to refresh our memory.
Lordship, here is a case where the petitioner, I mean, the respondent herein, he had filed an application for discharge, which was considered and he was allowed to go on discharge from the next year.
Mhm.
Thereafter, Lordship, after 1 year, he files a representation before the authority. 1 year of discharge,
Mhm.
and that was again rejected.
For recalling,
Yes, Lordship.
for retracting his application, right then?
And the matter came up before this honorable court, before the learned single judge, and the learned single judge referred to notification of the CRPF, which your lordship will find at page 90.
Of the judgment,
Yes, lordship.
okay. Para,
Page 90, it's extracted lordship, if your lordship.
you can tell us the para of the judgment.
It is para 12 lordship.
12, yes.
Para 12 starts at page 89.
Mm,
And the notification is extracted at page 90, lordship.
mm,
I would take your lordship to paragraph 3 of the notification, was the end of page 90.
mm.
It is imperative that the authority competent to accept resignation should therefore personally explain to the growing unemployment problems and consequences of discharge to the person seeking discharge from service.
Mm.
While it is not in the interest of the government to retain an unwilling government servant in service, a care has to be taken that no one is allowed to proceed on discharge, voluntary retirement without any compelling reasons.
Mm.
As a model employer, the administration must conduct itself with high probity and condone with its employees and should always be careful enough to reason their problems. The authority competent to accept the resignation should therefore ensure personally that the person seeking discharge, voluntary retirement has genuine and compelling reasons. To ensure it, the authority concerned should obtain an undertaking from the individual to the effect that he has been explained in detail about the key, about the likely hardships which he may face in this uncertain and difficult economic age after his discharge, voluntary retirement. Such an undertaking should be kept on record. Now, so far as lordship, his discharge is concerned,
What is which is the earlier order, Mr. Chaudhary? Order in the earlier round of litigation,
lordship, I am coming.
where is that? Para 15.
Yes. Lordship will come to page 53. 53,
83,
53, lordship.
53. Mm. What was challenged in that writ petition?
Here, lordship, the same discharge, but here, lordship, what has happened was the appellate authority had not passed the order.
Okay.
Then finally, the appellate authority had passed the order rejecting his
Okay. Mhm.
rear, and thereafter it came up for the second writ petition, lordship. Which order, lordship, I was just referring to. And in this context, lordship, my submission on the previous occasion was that the notification or
Of
circular the
CRPF could not have
CRPF may
been
not be applicable to
used
the-
in this, right?
to the Assam rifles.
Mhm.
However, the lordship had observed, lordship, because this is some process which has been put in place. It's a regular feature, they are being discharged like this.
Naturally.
And here also what I find, lordship, is after he had filed his application,
Mm.
I take your lordship to page 81. There was a committee convened,
81.
page 81.
Mm.
And he filed his application for discharge on 21/8/11. And lordship was inquiring whether on 21/8/11 itself, his convening order was passed and it was considered.
Mhm.
Your lordship will find that at page 81.
Mm.
And so far as the undertaking is concerned,
Yes,
your lordship will find that at page 84.
right.
Although lordship, the signature is there of the petitioner
Mm.
in page 84,
Mm.
but lordship was asking whether it has been personally explained or not.
Mm.
In fact, lordship, I have taken my instructions on that. And for that purpose, I've kept a law officer present, Lordship.
Mhm.
Lordship, nothing of,
No explanation.
because.
Nothing was
it-
explained to
I-
him.
I do not find it in
Hmm.
this. And in fact, I had asked them whether there was any standing SOP.
Hmm.
Uh,
Regarding dealing of discharge applications. All right. And what are the reasons on which the learned single judge has interfered? Only that CRPF guideline.
Yeah, he should have been,
Explain
Explain.
consequences.
yes. Lordship.
Mhm.
And so far as his application for discharge, he only says, Lordship,
Where is the application? Can we have a look?
Lordship will find that at page 31 and 32.
Hmm.
32 is the Lordship in Hindi. And the translated copy at
Hmm.
page 31. Lordship.
Hmm. So that was the query, that he is conversant with Hindi and whatever proceedings you took, they were
This is
recorded.
This is not that case.
No, even in this one. That case we remember, that is a different one. But here,
Yeah.
what is the situation? He writes this application,
Yes, Lordship.
मेरे घर की स्थिति काफी खराब है, घर में मेरी माँ की देखभाल करने के लिए मेरे अलावा कोई नहीं है, जिस कारण से नौकरी करने में असमर्थ हूँ। महोदय, मैं असम राइफल में 15 अप्रैल 2002 को भर्ती हुआ था, तो महोदय से आपका आभारी रहूंगा।
Now, he said that he was forcefully asked to sign this.
हम्म,
And in that context, Lordship had inquired whether that explanation he was explained what would be the consequences.
हम्म,
That apparently is not in the written form, Lordship.
it is not there.
But he had, what I was impressing upon your Lordship was, he was discharged from service in 2012.
And 1 year later, he comes
1
up
year
with it.
later, what-
Where is that retraction application? Where is the retraction application?
uh, Lordship,
But
you'll
this,
find it at page
Mr.
47.
Mr. Chaudhary,
Lordship.
the remarks on this application are of the same day sanctioned.
Yes, yes.
So where is the explanation now coming from? Posteriorly, how can you explain these circumstances to the employee? What you were referring to,
Now I can.
convening order, that is 12th August.
That is on the same day. That
Con-
is on the same day that he filed the application.
Hmm,
But then that again has to be confirmed by the higher authority,
right.
which was confirmed later on. And he had time till January. He had time till January.
Hmm,
He did not approach the competent authority within January. And he files an application on 9/1/2013.
hmm,
That your Lordship will find at page 47.
right.
Now he says at paragraph 7 that though the applicant, hearing that though the applicant has been forced to submit voluntary resignation application on 8/8/2011, and I have been discharged from service on 1/1/2012, which
Mr.
is
Chaudhary,
itself-
Mr. Chaudhary, wait. 12th August. What is the date of this undertaking? Page 36. I certify that I fully understand the event of my discharge so and so. What is the date on which this undertaking is signed by the,
it will be 12th August, Lordship. On the stamp, you Lordship will find below,
Hmm,
12th August 2011.
right. But this finding of the standing committee is the same commandant who sanctions this application on the very same day.
Yes, Lordship.
So what proceedings remain thereafter? So convening is just an eyewash. the
Uh,
standing committees and eyewash.
Lordship,
See, page 32,
I have seen.
the same colonel commandant. Same gentleman. So that sanction is already there. So what is to be explained thereafter? What is this decision of the higher authority?
Lordship, that has accepted, Lordship,
Where is that?
that your Lordship will find because it was not passed earlier. And
That was after the order in the writ
after the
petition,
order in the,
first writ petition.
yes, Lordship, I'm coming. Lordship will come to page
Hmm,
61, Lordship.
yes. Any judgment on this similar controversy, Mr. Chaudhary?
Lordship, I
There
have.
would be judgments. We are sure. You are required to make some research on this. You will get many judgments of Supreme Court. The other side might have brought them. But you need to, all right, let's see the order. This is of 15.
15.
Before that, he has withdrawn.
He says he has withdrawn.
Huh.
He says, but we say that the letter that he has annexed to the writ petition, that is not because it's a fabricated document.
That's your case.
That's
Okay.
our case, Lord.
And when was the first writ decided? What was the date of the decision of the first writ? Whether in that the same ground was taken that I have withdrawn?
Lordship, yes.
And what is your affidavit to that?
I'm coming to the, I'm coming to the affidavit.
The first earlier writ petition.
Lordship, I'm coming to the affidavit.
Are we having a reply, the affidavit of that writ petition with us?
Lordship, Lordship will come to page 60.
He has filed the application. Even your authority says that the application has been filed. It can't be a fabricated one.
No, Lordship, I'll take your Lordship to page 70.
Hmm.
This is an affidavit.
70.
70, Lordship. This is an affidavit filed in WPC 2461 of 16.
2461.
Of
That is
16.
page 64.
It starts at page 64.
Page 64, yes.
I take your Lordship to paragraph 10
Mhm.
at page 70.
Yes.
Just, made a mistake, Lordship.
Paragraph.
I made a mistake.
Yes.
Lordship. Yes, Lordship. Paragraph 10. If your Lordship will come to around 10 lines from top of paragraph 10.
Mm.
After submitting his application for discharge, the petitioner never approached any of his superior authorities for withdrawal of his application within 3 months.
So your case is that application was beyond 3 months.
No,
not that-
Lordship will see the next
Mm.
next line. 3 months from the date of his discharge, the representation dated 26/8/11 annexes Annexes C to the writ petition is a fabricated one, and the deponent puts the petitioner to the strict proof of thereof.
Mm.
So that is not with us, Lordship. He has not. Even now, Lordship, on earlier occasion, he was asked to place that, but
Mhm.
there is no receipt, nothing.
Right. Mm. But then a reason order says that to consider the prayer for withdrawal of resignation, if the prayer was never made,
It was never made, Lordship.
your order only says that the application was not submitted within the time limit of 90 days. Read page 60. There are 4 and 5.
If your lordship will see,
Mhm.
page 62C,
Yes,
page 62, paragraph C,
yes.
the perusal of record reveals that the petitioner did not apply for withdrawal of the resignation within a period of 90 days. 90
Hmm.
days lordship is correct. From the date of resignation has become effective. This is the admitted position of the petitioner, white para 9 of his writ petition, which clearly establishes that he kept silent for considerable time and submitted an application
So-
dated 9/1/13 to the
So,
respondent.
Mr. Chaudhary, your argument that the application is fabricated stands negated by this observation. The
No.
application was received.
No, that is what I said. I referred to the application.
Hmm.
I said it was submitted 1 year later.
Of course, no dispute, but fabricated, no.
No,
That is
he
the
had
only application.
submitted
Another application, where is
yes,
that?
but submitted another.
Where is that? Where is
application
that?
which He had annexed with the writ petition, Lordship.
Okay, first one or the second one?
I'll take your Lordship to that.
That is next page 32. Where is that application? Earlier in point of time as per them. Now, ye wala 40 page 40. That is page 40.
Yes,
Yes. 26 August 2011.
yes.
Uh,
This Lordship,
Can we have the earlier writ petition? Where is that? Do we have the earlier writ petition with us?
the writ petition is Lordship.
Because if at all this application was filed,
Yes,
you
Lordship.
find reference in the earlier writ petition.
Should the writ petition by itself is not on
Or
the.
maybe in the order also. Is there any reference to this application?
Lordship, page.
It's not there. It was stated that the request of petitioner made in his application dated 12/8/11 was approved by the DG Assam Rifles. That application, there is no reference in the writ petition also. No. In paragraph 4 of the additional affidavit, he has stated that it page 56.
That is not referred to here. Lordship will kindly come to page.
This has only been referred to in the additional affidavit,
Yes, Lordship.
not in the original writ petition.
Lordship.
Yes. Okay, any law on this issue, Mr. Chaudhary? Have you made any research?
So, on the
Respect that once the resignation is accepted,
Lordship,
the retraction thereof with a significant delay cannot be acceded to. There will be
Lordship.
judgments.
Lordship, there are judgments, but the rules, CCS rules are clear on that.
Let us see. Let us see. Yes. Okay. 26. And where is that period of 90 days prescribed? Page Rule number? For retracting the resignation?
It is also- I'm just running out.
Okay,
But I'll place the rule lordship.
all right,
The period lordship is 90 days.
90 days. Okay, very well. So your sum and substance, your argument is that the retraction,
Before 90 days, he did not.
it did not apply.
Therefore, and also the appeal he has filed 1 year later. And threefold and the circular of the CRPF would not be.
That will not be. All right.
That is my,
Okay, yes,
That's
please. Yes,
I'll place the rule.
yes.
Yeah, please, Lordship. Lordship, here, the petitioner, well, had been forced to submit his application, my lord, on 12/8/2020, 2011.
Mm,
Prior to that, my lord, I must say, my lord, before Lordship, my lord, prior to that, my lord, for 3 months, my lord, he was on leave
mm,
because of his wife's treatment at medical place, my lord, in Dibrugarh, my lord. He had the gynecologist, and for that, my lord, some regarding granting of leave, my lord, while my wife was under the treatment, my lord, some controversy arises, my lord, in between this superior officer and the petitioner, my lord.
mm.
However, later on, when I was asked to go for 3 months, my lord, for the treatment of my wife, my lord, then subsequently I have come back, my lord. I have come back and joined in Manipur, my lord. The headquarters was Manipur, my lord. Then, my lord, I have been allowed to continue, but the commanding officer has told me that you submit your resignation letter.
Mm.
Then on 12 of
Yes,
2011, I have been forced to submit the resignation letter, my lord. 12/8/2011, my lord.
how do you satisfy the court that this is a forced letter?
My lord, yes, I will come to that.
Mm,
Because, my lord, to submit a resignation letter, my lord, there is a provisions of the rules, this Assam Rifles rules and act, my lord.
let us see. Which-
As per the rules, my lord, previous permission must be obtained before submitting the resignation, my lord.
Let us see the rule.
Yes. And the act also says the same thing, my lord.
Let us
So
see, sir.
in my case, no such.
This was your argument before single bench. That prior to
that-
filing of the application, there has to be a permission.
No, that, my lord, we have already, that argument was also made, and this statement was also made, my lord.
Let us see.
In the report.
Let's read the impure order.
And
Regarding
my lord, to that action, I will come, my lord.
Mhm.
And secondly, my lord, when this previous permission has not been obtained,
Mm,
meaning thereby, my lord, to ascertain the voluntary retirement or the under duress, that this committee has been constituted
mm.
only for that purpose, my lord. On the same day, the committee was constituted.
Same day means
12/8.
12/8.
Lordship will find very interesting.
Mm,
This resignation, Lordship will kindly come to my place, come to this
Page 38.
Lordship. First, my resignation will
Page
30
38.
starts from 31.
32.
Lordship.
Yes.
And 30, yes, 32. It's a convening of 12 August 2011.
Mm,
A standing committee composed under so-and-so will assemble at so-and-so, examine the application submitted by the individual to rule out the possibility that no undue pressure by any authority in the unit was exercised over the individual to put up application for discharge from service. This is convening order, madam.
mm,
Now, second, page 34, my lord.
yes.
This is, my lord, finding of the standing committee. Same thing.
Mm,
On 12th of August.
right.
And 35, Lordship will find at, again, this is the recommendation of the standing committee
Mm.
on 12 August.
Yes.
And 36, on 12 August, they have taken the undertaking certificate from me, my lord. And in the undertaking, had there been the statement of the petitioner, yes, this on voluntarily, I have submitted my resignation.
Mhm.
Had it been so, my lord, today I did not have any case, my lord.
Hmm.
Had there been statement,
What further statement is required? This is an undertaking
no,
to affirm the,
and this honorable Supreme Court has said, when there is a lacking of evidence or any statement of the persons concerned, is a total violation of Article 14, and that this cannot be.
14,
This
how
cannot-
would Article 14 apply in this case?
Lordship, equal to before law, my lord, I have this, I have the judgment, my lord, some of the.
Read. First you complete your arguments on
Lord-
facts.
Lordship.
Yes.
Then, my lord, after completing this process, Lordship will find very funny thing here. What they did, my lord, Lordship, page 37, my lord.
Hmm.
Whatever my 3 months leave period was there, my lord.
Hmm.
Then they have regularized my leave period.
Hmm.
Lordship will find last
Yes,
portion, my lord.
27 days EL
27 EL,
So-
27 days EL with a
regularized by granting
uh,
so and so, yes.
and OSL is hereby regularized by granting 64 days
Hmm.
and 21 May with so and so, 31 July, so and so. Totally 64 days EL, the leave was there, and that has been regularized by them after being discharging, recommending for discharge my service. Now, Lordship will see on 26th of August 2011,
Hmm.
Lordship will find the typing at page 39 and the verdict.
There is no evidence regarding this application.
No.
This application is concocted on the face of it.
No, that part, my lord,
Cheat.
in the first writ petition also, that it was enclosed.
No, it was done by way of an additional affidavit. Read the first writ petition, point out.
Yes,
Let us see that first writ petition of yours.
first writ petition, it is there, my lord.
Let us see,
My lord, the writ petition, this writ petition. is
because
not
from
there,
the order
but-
we find that this was brought in through an additional affidavit subsequently.
No.
Let us see the writ petition, please.
This writ petition is, my lord, it is not there, my lord. I can bring you, lord. I can bring any day, my lord. I can bring, I have, my lord, since I am the writ petitioner, my lord.
You should be carrying that file, sir.
And in the court's order also, it is reflected, my lord.
That is where we were telling you, this is reflected that this letter has been brought in through an additional affidavit.
No. my lord.
Read, please, read. We'll let you know. Read from the order, that's very clear.
Since, my lord, I was the petitioner counsel, my lord.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
very much confirm, my lord,
Read,
regarding.
read page 56.
Yes,
Petitioner has also filed an additional affidavit.
this additional affidavit was filed regarding this,
Sir, this document which you are referring to was filed along with the additional affidavit. Read the middle para of this page 56.
middle pair of
Page 56.
page 56.
Yes. Petitioner has also filed the
In paragraph
earlier order in writ petition.
In paragraph of additional affidavit.
Huh?
In paragraph of additional affidavit.
He had submitted a letter to the authority. In para 4 of the additional affidavit, he has stated that he had submitted a letter to the authority on 26/8/11, withdrawing his application dated so and so, so and so. A copy of the application has been placed on record as annexure H.
So this is brought in through the additional affidavit.
No.
It's not a part of your original writ petition.
My lord, since I have, my lord, full confidence and affirm
Show
that.
us your pleadings. Otherwise, where was the occasion for you to mark this as an annexure in your affidavit? If it was a part of your writ
It was just when additional affidavit was filed in some other case, this points, my lord, when some additional points arose, my lord. This part was also.
we will ask the registry to track the file. Don't worry.
Lordship will fix tomorrow itself, my lord.
Registry is there to take the file.
I will bring
It will
the,
not be possible, sir.
I will bring the record.
You should be prepared with that. Registry is there to tag the file of
Yes.
WPC number 7056/13.
No.
Then bracket decided on 5/8/2015.
No, here in the affidavit also, they have clearly stated, my lord, when they filed the affidavit against the writ petition, my lord, they have stated that this 26/8/2011, that the letter which was withdrawn,
Hmm.
that has been already stated in the affidavit, which has been affirmed.
Read.
Uh,
Where are you reading this from? Read. They are only referring to 9/1/2013,
Yes,
not,
I'm just pointing out, my lord,
please let us
in
know.
the affidavit itself, my lord,
Hmm.
of the government.
Yes, rather they have countered. Read page 58. He submitted that the application much later after the discharge became effective on 9/1/13, which was duly considered, referring to annexure H document annexed by the petitioner to his additional affidavit. Then ASG submits that though the date of the letter is mentioned at 26/8/2011, but there is no mention about submission of such letter in the application dated 9/1/13. That is what the crucial thing is, that there is no endorsement of any authority, no postal receipt, appears to be an afterthought, and no reliance can be placed on annexure at AH.
No.
They have countered this.
This is the,
All right, we'll see from your writ petition.
yes, Lordship will see the repetition.
Let's re-notify on 11th May. And Mr. Chaudhary, you in the meantime come with judgments. There you will find judgments on this same contours.
That rule lordship was 26/4. But 3 months time.
26,
26.
all right.
26 for. There is also
Regarding withdrawal on this.
Matter number 21.
May I please, your lordship, my lord, with the consent of the other side, some. But accommodation is required today. Mr. M.K. Chaudhary is leading me in the case, my lord. Some difficulties, because of some difficulties, he is unable to appear, my lord, today. You are enjoying a stay, sir. No, it's only a few days back, my lord. It's not exactly stay, is that? Just. Not a stay. In the meantime, the impugned judgment. Yes, my lord. Cancellation of provincialization of service of petitioner will remain stayed. Yes, yes. Then, my lord, it's just accommodation for today only, my lord. Counsel for the appellant submits that arguing counsel, learned counsel, Mr. Swan submits that arguing counsel, senior counsel, Mr. M.K. Chaudhary is not in a position to address the court today. He prays for a short accommodation. List again on 16th May. Deeply obliged. The other side has no objection.
Matter number 22.
Yes.
In this application, I have paid for some provision of the Act ultra virus. But in the meantime, I have come to learn that there was another executive instruction issued by the government of Assam. And I'd like to place those executive instruction before this honorable court, and for which I need some time.
The counsel, Mr. What's your good name, sir?
RK.
RK Moore, representing the appellant, submits that he has received information regarding an executive instruction issued by the state government during pendency of this appeal, which would have a material bearing on the outcome of these proceedings. He prays for time to bring the same on record list after 4 weeks.
Otherwise, my lord, the relief sought for by the petitioner has almost been complied with, my lord. Nothing remains. Anyway, my lord.
I'm obliged.
Letter number 23.
25. Don't mention applicant, this is petitioner, writ petition. Yes.
Lord, the larger question that has been raised is whether section 159 of the Representation of People's Act 1951 transgresses Article 324. In as much as this, under this particular law, a power has been granted to the authorities. There is no regulation, there is no control, and there is every scope.
Period of teachers being assigned election duties. That is happening across the country. Who will do that, sir?
No,
Do
question
we
is,
have any other agency?
my lord, no. Question is, we are not saying that we cannot at all be. This honorable court, apex court has considered meanwhile, said that teachers, even the commission has
Yeah.
itself said teachers should be excluded to the extent possible. But it has become a normal rule here. Kindly see, more than 60%.
Mr. Manta, not only here, this is prevalent across the country.
Exactly, my lord, they are in even in your lordship state, there was. a
Everywhere,
case
everywhere.
In
Everywhere,
Gujarat
only
also, in
teachers.
Bihar also, there were. cases.
Only the teachers
That is how.
who are responsible for ensuring fair and transparent elections.
Lord.
So we are
Will-
involving them in the job of
That's true.
electing the leaders.
This confidence has been reposed on them.
Yes.
It is a boon for them. I agree. But at the same time, this cannot be a course which will render the entire institution functionless. It is coming to a standing halt.
That happens
Because
for
of-
me 4 days, 5 days, not more
No
than
fault
that.
is valid. I have shown here
Yes.
for months together. That is the, and what, when, my lord? Even before,
Do you have an alternative resolution to this problem?
my lord, alternative resolution in the sense. lordship-
Should the election commission
There
have
are-
a separate cadre of officers
No,
who
they
will sit
cannot.
idle for years together and then come and materialize only at the time of elections? For,
My lord,
does the exchequer of the country
if that.
have the capacity to bear?
If that could have been done, it would have been better, but now probably it is
Tell
not
us,
possible.
all right, Mr. Mehta, tell us, what is the status in the other countries? What democratic process, where the democratic process is followed? Who does this job? Whether we can even imagine the existence of a separate cadre,
No,
then what?
well, that is why, in the present system, in our system, we take the services of the employees who are already there,
Yes,
already there.
then they're not necessarily restricted to teachers. They use other employees also.
Other employees also. If those are equitably taken, distributed all over, then one institution may not have to suffer the
Right.
blunt, may not have. But here it is not done.
They,
And
they
repeated
find,
request
they
was-
find the services which are most easily dispensable.
My lord, what I felt, they find the soft pool of.
Soft targets.
Soft target. Because there is a soft target in one group. Well, and kindly see how they have abused it in Myra's full submission.
We
You should
understand,
have-
sir.
you
We
should have
understand,
later-
but we understand. But you tell us the solution.
Well, Myra's full submission, as this honorable court, I mean, the apex court has also said, to the extent, or at their own guideline, lordship may see, only their guideline they have said, why not that will follow? Kindly see their guideline.
Where is that, sir? Who represents the commission? Okay, very well.
Lordship will find this. Firstly, they have a handbook of returning officers. I will first place that at page 20, 116, annexure 20. Annexure 20. Alert 116, this is the handbook of returning officers 2019. Alert 11 copy has been given. It is a big volume. And the 3.3, Lordship will kindly see there. Exempted categories.
Yes.
They have an exempted categories. Commission has exempted certain officers
Right.
from being drafted for election duty in view of essential nature of duties, services discharged by them. Then skipping over 3.3.3, Malad.
Right.
The operational technical staff of BSNL, MTNL, UPSC, and educational institutions
Mm.
be requisition for election duty only in unavoidable circumstances.
Technical staff. This deals with operational and technical staff,
Matlab,
not the teaching staff.
educational institutions will be requisition
Not
for.
What kind of staff? There is a.
That is right. What kind
Only
of?
operational and technical.
Matlab,
So supposing there is a person employed in the school to run the generator. Obviously, he can't be exempted. Supposing there is a person attached with the security of the school. The person who deals with the server, they are operational staff. But the teaching staff, children can, if the children can enjoy 2 months of vacations, they can enjoy 7 days of additional vacations. You know, Mr. Manta, my uncle was a senior advocate. He is no more. He had a wonderful saying that India is a holy country of holidays.
True. But here, my lord, nowadays, that concept has gradually changed.
Mm.
Now, there is a semester system. In a semester system, 180 days, is a must, teaching days. And those 180 days, there are so many formalities, teachers have to complete, the students have to complete, and then it goes for ranking. In the ranking, my lord, national ranking, that will depend upon the national ranking and their progression also, career progression. All these are involved nowadays. It
We
is not.
understand, sir. We are asking you, give us the solution.
Now, kindly see there further. What they have said. Then next page, 117. Then we will have to find out. I will try to find out a solution within this. The Lordship will kindly
Please tell us.
consider. This election commission notification dated 16 February 2010. Requisition of staff. This is the subject. Election purpose. I am directed to invite your attention to Commissioner's letter number so and so dated 30/12/99, whereby the Commission has directed the Chief Electoral Officers of all states, union territories to adhere strictly in true spirit to the guidelines while making appointments and requisitioning staff for the conduct of free and fair poll. In this connection, the Commission further desires that Group A or equivalent senior officers, including teaching staff of universities.
Mr. Mahanta, just we'll give you one information.
No.
Mr. Mahanta,
Well,
we'll give you just, now the elections have become so important. You know, in the cricket associations, now we are employing retired Supreme Court judges. So you are talking of teachers.
I'm grateful to your lordship. But
Justice
Can you
Gyan
please
Sudha
order-
Mishra was there in Rajasthan for conducting the elections of RCA.
True.
So
True.
this
And
is,
that is, Malad, that is unfortunately.
this is a hallmark.
We, the teachers
This is
are
the
not
hallmark
retired.
of a democratic setup,
Malad,
that we give importance to electing our leaders, electing our bodies above all.
Malad, there is no dispute in that regard.
Then-
But can it be done arbitrarily? We are employed. We are not retired persons. And more particularly, our job is so onerous that it commands right from 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock
Mm.
till 7 o'clock.
So should we include lawyers in these duties?
Malad,
Should we
of
include
course, I
lawyers in
kindly
these
see,
duties?
well, with certain kind of bonus. Probably other way they would like to join.
No, this is Kam ke badle anaj. We'll get food.
Yes. So, well, they say that the teachers should be exempted to the extent possible, and they say that in polling duties, you should not take them. Polling duties. You
They
should
are
not take them.
senior officers, Group A.
Group A. We belong to because we are professors.
Mm.
We are assistant professors, associate professors,
Ah.
professors.
All right. So we will dispose of the writ petition saying that as far as possible, these guidelines will be followed.
And kindly see the other one
Yes.
here. It is.
There is an exception. There is an exception provided, sir.
Exception
one.
provided. Exception
Where, sir,
provided.
Appointments become unavoidable and
Yes.
reasons to be recorded.
Yes.
So
Results should be recorded.
we
Now,
yes.
I'm not, kindly see even, we are drafted for Panchayat elections, which is not provided. Even for Panchayat elections also, we are drafted in block.
Professors. not
Professors.
They are mostly school teachers.
Yes. And here kindly see, polling officers are normally school teachers.
Yes.
They are much below the rank. And we are posted as these polling officers, presiding officers,
Professors.
professors.
Let us see one instance.
Yes.
Let
That
us see.
Kindly see, I mean,
That.
statement, this one, quote letter. Para 13, Lordship will see our statement.
Para
Page number para 13, man.
1-3 of your writ petition.
Yes. You have stated here, all everything categorically, man, paragraph 1. Para 14, 1-6, my lord, please.
Yes.
That the petitioner most specifically states that we are the association, my lord. Teachers Association.
Yes, yes.
Assam University has been drafting thesis for electoral duties since its inception, and in the last decade, teaching staff of the said university has been drafted for election duties up 10 times. In the year 2011, 168 teachers were drafted as presiding officers and micro observers
Yes.
from
So
approximately.
they are different from polling officers.
Yes, but
Yes.
my lord, here, they were drafted for presiding officers. Presiding officers.
Yes.
That should not have been. Micro observers, yes. Micro observer, that category probably we fit in.
You have to make a distinction between presiding officers and polling officers.
Yes.
Some days.
Presiding officer, some distinction is there, but otherwise also all school teachers of the high schools, higher secondary schools, they are normally appointed as presiding officer.
Maybe they might have been done in sensitive places or for Lok Sabha elections even.
Well, no, Lok Sabha, even I said, my lord.
Yes.
Lok Sabha, assembly elections, as well as Panchayat election also. We are not.
Panchayat election, let us see. Do we have any documentary evidence to support this?
My lord,
Or
page,
what is their reply?
Page,
To para 14. Yes.
oh, person. Yes, yes. That we are, well, the document we have probably here, we have stated, but we have a document here which shows that even for Panchayat election.
Let us see. Yes. And what is the reply? No affidavit still.
Election Commission of India has filed a affidavit, Your Lordship. But
Elec-
Panchayat, we are not representing the Panchayat. Panchayat will be represented by Assam State Election Commission, Your Lordship.
Yes. Who is there for the Assam state? Where is your affidavit? How can you call professors for Panchayat elections? That is rubbish. Absolutely unacceptable.
Our
Deg-
representations even
that
by
is
Vice Chancellor.
Degrading the professors. This we won't tolerate. No. How can you do it? That's contrary to the Election Commission's guidelines. This is of 2013, sir. Any fresh?
Press is not there.
All right, you file your affidavit.
I am told, sorry, I am told that in the last Panchayat election.
Well,
We don't have. any
Mr. Manta,
record.
we'll ask the Assam State
Yes,
Election Commission to file affidavit.
yes.
In this, the affidavit on behalf of the respondent, respondent numbers 2, 3, 4, 2, 3 and 4. 2, 3, 4 and 6.
Yes.
Who represent 6? Commissioner Secretary. They are equally answerable. Basically, it is electoral officer. 2, 3 and 4.
2 and 3 will be Election Commission of India, Your Lordship. So we have already filed.
Election Commission of India.
1, 2 and 3, Your Lordship.
No, it's
No,
Assam
two-
Election
no, yeah.
Department.
They have made the CEO Assam, Your Lordship, but
CEO.
it's the officer of Election Commission of India. Your
Election Commission.
Lordship.
Election on behalf, the affidavit on behalf of respondent number 4 is required. That is only Silchar. You're not even a party, sir, Mr. Manta.
Hello.
State Election Commission is not a party. How do we get the affidavit?
State election, yes, my lordship is right.
You'll have to
But then,
complete.
since the chief electoral officer,
That is,
he
chief,
represents.
chief electoral officer is the representative of the Election Commission of
True,
India.
my lord, they are all being appointed by the chief.
Maybe,
They are
but
only
you have to
designated officer.
complete the State Election Commission. Then we can ask them how you are.
They permit me, I'll.
Yes, you do that.
Yes,
Mr. Senior Counsel, Mr. Mahanta,
yeah.
praise for and is granted 7 days time to complete the state, Assam State Election Commission as a party respondent in this PIL.
No, not a PIL, my lord. This is a list.
Writ petition.
Writ petition. My lord, meanwhile, or if I may, since it has come up for hearing, if your lordship permits, I can put it here.
File the amended cost title. The amended
Amended
cost title
cost
will be
I will
filed.
file. And
Amended
lordship may
cost
ask
title will
them.
be filed within 3 days.
Yeah.
Copy of the, you've got a copy of the petition pleadings. Mr. Land Council, Mr. So-and-so would be representing the commission. He has already been provided a copy of the writ petition. He may file affidavit on behalf of the State Election Commission within next 3 weeks. Re-notify on 18th May.
All right.
Lordship, apart from that, State Election Commissioner, this position so far as my senior friend is doing, Lordship, that has been taken care of in the decision of Election Commission. I've given a copy. Election Commission of India versus St. Mary's. School. So, that there,
Yes, that must.
There,
be-
that judgment is
Lordship
also
will
there.
see
Lordship
from
will consider.
paragraph 28 onwards.
Yes. So what we observed, Ms. Chaudhary, that when we can request retired Supreme Court judges to act as observers in elections, then
Now, because this is,
and elections goes to our sports associations,
yes, but cricket association,
cricket
that
associations.
gets so much of importance nowadays.
Yes, that does.
It has been
Compared to
defined
that,
as
of
state,
course.
so therefore maybe.
Well, for the democratic election, anyone can be, at any time can be taken.
So you feel happy that so far as yet, the Election Commission has not cast its eyes on the lawyer fraternity.
Deeply obliged.
Okay, 18th May. Now, to the extent of engaging professors in panchayat elections, yes.
That
Yeah,
should be stopped totally.
That's,
And commission has also said that nonetheless they are doing, and that too, well, by an officer who is not authorized under the law.
let the reply come then.
It should be regulated. at
Maybe
least.
merely by their affidavit, the things
Yes,
might be resolved.
they must try to strike a balance.
Yes, yes, all right.
All right.
Letter number 26.
Mm. Yes.
Wait, Mr. Lordship.
Mm.
What is a challenge to the judgment by the principal judge family court? Whereby
What is there for the respondent?
my lord, she never appeared, my wife never appeared, my lord, even before the family court or before the high court,
This is against rejection of your divorce application.
my lord. My lord, may I submit one thing?
Yes.
I've taken a stand, I mean, pleadings are there,
Mm.
that I'm still taking and bearing all responsibilities of my wife and daughter,
Mhm.
and I would do so till the end of time. There is no difficulty with that.
Mhm.
It has irritably broken down on the counts that even when she was there with me, I had to move out and stay somewhere else. And it's not working. She's not even responding to notices from the court.
Mhm.
My words will fall short. But the learned family court proceeded on the premise that in my pleadings,
Rupam, go to the AC. Yes.
that in my pleadings, I say somewhere we stay separately or then again under the same roof. Well, perhaps failing to appreciate with all respect that during the course of my service at Gujarat or Delhi or Tezpur and Guwahati, that separation is apparent. Never me. No, where do I throw my wife away? I cannot. So ultimately I put her at my residence. Now I move out and I stayed.
Your ground of divorce, what was your ground of divorce?
My-
Irretrievable breakdown of marriage is still not recognized.
Oh, my lord,
in our country.
may I put it this way?
Yes.
If a person is alive and in an audible range and otherwise not having any problem with the ear olfactory, then if I call and the person does not respond to me, I cannot even stay with that person, number one.
Mm.
And here the notices of the
But
court
that
are
could
being-
be a sort of cruelty. That's a different thing.
it amounts to mental cruelty is one thing.
Yes.
But now, as we are interacting my lord, in this platform, as a lawyer, now when the notice from the court goes twice from the family court, from the high court, if no
So
one responds,
basically, your argument would
there's
be
nothing to say.
that your evidence remained uncontroverted. Let
Uncontroverted.
us see your evidence. What is the ground?
This is the only ground that there's a denial, upfront denial. Whenever I move to this place, you would not go. When I come back to Guwahati, I would not be allowed to stay here. Even my address at page 27, 28, what you would see. Right in Guwahati, I had to stay somewhere else.
Let's see your deposition.
Mine,
PW1
PW1,
at
34,
page number,
34.
right.
It's almost a representation of the main.
Of your application.
May I read? 34 is the PW1 evidence.
Yes.
I am the petitioner in the instant case and a citizen of India by birth and a permanent resident of the aforesaid locality within the jurisdiction of the honorable court. And as such entitled to get all.
She is also employed.
No,
Okay.
she is not. That I and the respondent married each other lawfully. and-
She is a resident of Delhi.
No,
father.
at my residence in Guwahati.
Oh, no, but you have
Yes,
mentioned in the
yes.
affidavit she would stay in Delhi.
Initially,
Why?
that period of time when I married, they were from Delhi.
That's what
They
we are
were from
asking.
Delhi.
Yes.
Special Marriage Act 54 on 15/210 at Delhi. That since prior to the marriage, I was working in Gujarat and therefore wanted the respondent to stay in Gujarat. However, the respondent insisted that she would stay in Delhi and would work there. That over the lapse of 1 year of marriage, the respondent came to Gujarat for a few months. She again returned to Delhi. She denied to stay with me in Gujarat, and even during her pregnancy, she went back to Delhi and gave a birth to a child. In course of time, when the child grew up, I've asked the respondent to come to my workplace, but she was adamant not to stay with me and flatly denied. Gradually, the respondent started ignoring me, and she avoided my phone calls just to know about her and her child's well-being.
Yes, that's the contradiction is there in para 8 of your
May I read that
affidavit.
part? May I read that part?
Yes.
That though I and the respondent are being staying in the same house under a common roof.
Mhm.
May I pause for a moment, Milo? This is Guwahati. This is Guwahati.
Are staying,
Absolutely.
are being
That's-
staying.
Well, this
Yes.
and the
This should
tense,
have been worded like have been staying.
the perfect tense and the present perfect tense, there's some
Yes.
difficulty with the grammar of the lawyer. Milo.
No issues, no issues,
on
but
that.
what it conveys is that you have been staying
No,
together.
may I just put it this way, Milo?
Yes.
The places are Gujarat,
Mm.
Guwahati, and Tezpur.
For how long were you in Gujarat? Have you elaborated?
In the this part is not there, but November 18, I went to Tezpur, that's there.
Mm.
That's there. Paragraph 9. That petitioner tolerated all the sufferings for the sake of my relationship with the respondent and my child, and as such, I have left no stone unturned to
There
somehow.
are too many contradictions, sir. Para 9 and 10.
May I read that?
She disliked to stay in Assam with my parents. At para 9 you say, para 10 you say that respondent used to stay with my.
This is the reason,
Sir,
my lord, the expression is this way. I had also asked my client what the things are. And the answer to this would be that there is a total dislike to stay. However, I've put her at my place. I had to move out. I myself have to move out, my lord. But if someone is not
not
responding.
there in the affidavit.
My lord,
Maybe you'll be better advised if we can issue a notice for personal appearance to the lady and try to get the proceedings taken through mediation.
I was thinking on that, my lord. But
I-
presently, if I may say that my client,
On this evidence, the man doesn't get a divorce. There is no question.
but there is nothing left in the marriage lordship also.
Maybe. Let that amendment, wait for the amendment then. In the Marriage Act.
Then will not be issued a notice, but that would fix a date for mediation, my lord.
Yes, we'll
But
do that.
presently, I am working out again, so could we have sometime later, my lord?
You tell us the date when your client will be here.
Sometime in May?
All right. Then counsel for the appellant submits that though the respondent has not responded, though the respondent has not responded to the notices either before the family court or and in this appeal, comma, it would be advisable if, comma, she can be summoned to this court so as to explore the possibility of an amicable settlement through mediation in view of the submissions made above and considering the fact that there is existence of a serious matrimonial strife between the parties on grounds which need not be elaborated at this stage, comma, we deem it fit to direct that the respondent shall be intimated through the, we hereby direct that the secretary DLSA Kamrup Metro shall intimate the respondent to remain present in this court on the next date of hearing so as to explore the possibility of an amicable settlement. List on 25th May. The appellant shall also remain present at the court on that day.
Black Lodge. 25th of May.
Yes.
Could it be 2 days later, Madam? 25th of
30th May.
30th May.
Yes.
Grateful.
Item number 28,
This one was item number.
28.
Yes.
My lord, this matter appeal is against the judgment passed by the learned the principal judge, Nalbari Family Court, whereby the prayer of the appellant is rejected and directed her to restitute conjugal life with the respondent immediately. My lord, this suit is instituted by the appellant against her husband for a decree of divorce, my lord. And accordingly, my lord, the respondent appeared and he filed his WS and counterclaim. And in against the counterclaim, the appellant filed her reply, objection reply. And without any hearing, the issues were framed by the learned court below. And then
Without hearing means
my lord,
hearing on
counterclaim-
what?
On
Hearing-
counterclaim, my lord.
Mm.
Though she filed her objection, no hearing was held, my lord.
Mm.
Thereafter, my lord, issues were framed. And then, my lord, both the parties submitted their, my lord, affidavit in, evidence on affidavit. And they were cross-examined.
Mm.
The appellant submitted to, my lord, affidavit, evidence of herself and her sister,
Have you tried mediation between the parties?
my lord.
Has mediation been attempted?
Yes, my lord, but
Where?
that was failed.
Mediation in this court?
No, my lord.
Trial court was.
All right, have mediation done in the High Court? Try for
Yes,
that.
yes,
All
my
right.
lord. But
On
there
the-
is no, my lord, no result will come out, my lord. She is not in a position to go back to his life, my lord.
Maybe an amicable settlement to the extent of terminating the trials peacefully. That's possible.
My lord, my lord.
The mediation doesn't mean that the marriage has to be revived necessarily.
Yes, yes.
Even they may be agreeable to terms for settling the things and going for a mutual divorce.
Yes, my lord.
What do the parties do? What
My
is
lord,
your client doing?
The appellant is an assistant professor of a college, my lord. She has recently, my lord, obtained her PhD degree, and the respondent is a LIC agent, my lord.
All right.
Earlier, sorry, my lord, earlier also, my lord, both the parties have filed a mutual petition for divorce, my lord.
Then what happened?
But the respondent withdrawn later.
Then the lordship, they started to live together
Mhm.
for a few months.
Tell your client if it's not possible to live together, why unnecessary drag the things? Advise your client appropriately on the request of learned counsel for the parties, comma. The appellant as well as the respondents are directed to remain present at the mediation center, Astana High Court, Guwahati High Court, so as to explore the possibility of an amicable settlement.
My lord,
They shall appear at the mediation center on date,
any date, my lord.
whatever is suitable to both of you.
On 24 May, lordship.
24th May, and thereafter whenever required. Upon conclusion of the mediation proceedings, comma, the report shall be forwarded to this court. List again on June, 13 June.
DPO placement.
Yes, you can call that. Yes, that's your, not in chamber, in camera. Other counsel may go, only the parties will remain here. And the counsel for the parties, the other counsel, unrelated counsel can go out. Yes.
Item number 1. Learned counsels Ms. S. Kanangu and Mr. N. Kolita are only to be present. Rest of the learned counsels are requested to vacate the courtroom.
Made, please, your lordship.
Lordship, in this PIL, we have approached before your authority, your lordship. There was a Madhura River. One river is called Madhura River.
We have filed an affidavit in opposition. They had to file, they last time also just sought date to file a rejoinder, my lord. We have rebutted everything, my lord.
Let him speak, gentlemen.
No.
You are in a hurry
No, no,
to go somewhere.
no, my lord.
Sure.
I'm very sure. my
There's
lord.
no more IPL matches in Guwahati.
No, no.
And the Platinum Jubilee is also over.
My lord, my lord.
Okay, yes.
So there is a Madhura River, your lordship, and there was severe illegal extraction of minor minerals like stones and other things. So this was a subject matter of PIL in the earlier round of litigation also. This honorable court appointed a committee which submitted a report stating that there has been severe unscientific extraction of minor minerals for which there is severe ecological imbalance. And thereafter, initially the court put a strict bar, a complete bar that not to extract. Thereafter, they filed a review. Pursuant to the review, your lordship, the honorable court modified its order and granting them liberty to permit extraction only for government purpose to a limited extent. Thereafter, what they did, they issued a tender in the name of one Thaikul Nala that they will extraction of mineral is permanent Thaikul Nala. But our case was that this Thaikul Nala is not at all accessible. And in fact, in the name of Thaikul Nala, they will do the extraction from the Madhura River itself. And therefore, we approached this honorable court, your lordship. But in the meantime, the period of lease has also been, I think, over, and they have done extraction also. And item number 2, your lordship, exactly similar matter, your lordship. This honorable court has constituted a committee, and that committee has gone there and they have submitted a report also, your lordship, stating the fact that the Thaikul Nala is not at all accessible. And in fact, the extraction was done in an illegal manner.
River.
So both these matters may be taken together, your lordship. That is why I have not filed rejoinder, because there is a report from a committee constituted by the
So
court.
you
itself.
want that the report should be referred to
Yes,
rather than you filing a rejoinder.
lordship.
That's what you want.
Lordship.
They know all file then.
And in the next case, my lord, second item, there's a total different issue, my lord, dual locality. Second issue is, my lord, we are filing on this committee when, my lord, a high powered committee formed by the honorable court. But my lord, we had found infirmity with this committee, and my lord, it is found to be, my lord, one sponsored litigation. One person, my lord, who was unsuccessful leader, my lord, he has sponsored that, my lord. And in that case, we are filing an affidavit, my lord, today itself, my lord. It is on record.
The committee is also motivated. You mean to say
The
then
person, no, my lord, person who had led that.
maybe the committee is for fact finding.
But the person who led the, person who had sponsored the litigation, my lord, he had all along led the committee, and my lord, committee's terms of reference were two specific questions were there, that either there was any extraction of illegal extraction was found or not. The committee, my lord, with due respect, went out of its term of reference, my lord. We are sailing that committee report also, my lord. In
You have
fact,
filed anything in court?
we are filing today, my lord. We had filed, my lord, because of my lord, this Bihu issues, my lord, staffs were less, so it'll come and record, my lord, maybe by next week.
You're filing or e-filing?
My lord,
Will you be filing or will you be e-filing?
Yes,
we are taking recourse to both.
that's right. Was really mentioned in the order that only filing will be permitted. No, only filing by the government.
My lord,
No more physical filings.
my lord, my lord. my lord.
All right.
No, but hard copy of it.
And my lord, as regards item 1, we have filed an affidavit. We have my lord, indicated that government permit was only issued, my lord. No, nothing else, my lord.
License was issued for what?
Work, my lord.
What location?
My lord, if my lord takes up my affidavit, it was for, my lord.
Respond number 4.
Yes, respond number 4, my lord. It is, my lord, for airport works, my lord. Some kind improvement and upgradation of Silchar Kumbhigram Road, my lord, connecting the airport, my lord. And that period, then that extraction has been already over, and that period is also over, my lord.
So it is your statement that there is no more extraction going on.
No, my lord, no,
Hmm?
no. It is only for limited purpose it was given, my lord.
All right, you get a Google survey, a geoseismic survey done of the entire area,
My lord,
a satellite survey
yes,
conducted, then place the report on record. We'll mandate you to do that
my lord.
so that we can find out what damage has been done to the river.
Yes, my lord, that can be done. But my lord will not club this together, my lord, because these are two different issues, my lord.
We can
So-
post them on the same date.
Yes, my lord. That can be done.
So what difference would it make?
No, still we're clubbing because they have come out without replying to this affidavit, my lord. They have come out with they have made a case, my lord.
Does it matter? This is not an adversarial litigation.
That is a different issue, my lord.
Then. All right, take down
My lord.
and counsel, Mr. Your good name?
M.H. Laskar,
You are MS Das.
lordship.
And your good name, sir?
D. Gogoi.
D. Gogoi appearing for the
I'm for the State Forest Department.
State Forest Department.
Yes, ma'am.
Is the mining department not a party?
My lord, since these are minor minerals, my lord, this comes within the forest department, my lord.
Okay, all right. Appearing for the Department of Mining, Government of Assam, submits that he has filed an affidavit which indicates that affirming therein that the term of the permit to carry out mining activities from the Thaikul Nala has come to an end, and that no further illegal mining, no further extraction activities are taking place in the area pertaining to which the instant PIL has been filed. And counsel for the petitioner controverts this submission of Ms. So-and-so and urges that as a matter of fact, in garb of permit granted for extraction of minor minerals from Thaikul Nala, actually the minerals were extracted from the Madhura River. In view of the peculiar facts of the case, we hereby direct the respondent number 1, Commissioner and Secretary to the Government of Assam, Environment and Forest Department, to get undertaken a satellite survey of the Madhura River for the area between, for the which area? Where has the extraction taken place as per you?
It is for me, your lordship.
As per him.
You can state in the district Silchar,
Silchar, your lordship.
to the extent it traverses through the Silchar district.
Kachar district.
Kachar district.
Kachar district.
Satellite में Google word.
Google survey. Google satellite survey कर दीजिए. The survey report of survey so undertaken shall be submitted for the court's perusal on the next date. Re-notify on 25th May.
Fine.
Oblige, lordship.
Leave the witness.
ये बात में last after the board is over.
इसको क्या इसमें rejoinder file नहीं है
Second is now coming up. Yes, who is coming in the item number 2? Yes. Rejoinder इसमें file होना. इसमें किया नहीं. इसमें this report is there. Yes.
This case also is an illegal extension of this one, the mine form.
He wants to controvert the report. Yes, you want to controvert the
Yes, my
report?
lord, two, my lord, what has happened, the petitioners, my lord, are a society.
Mm.
And my lord, during the course of deliberation, this honorable court appointed a committee.
Mm.
My lord, this committee went to the place, my lord, alleged my lord, illegality.
Mm.
My lord, this person, my lord, that petitioner, they were not found there.
Mm.
Some other person came to lead the committee for here and then giving information.
Mm.
And my lord, when the scrutiny of records, we found this person, my lord, some Rajiv, my lord, this person was found to be, my lord, one of the unsuccessful bidder in that alleged, my lord, mining area. my lord.
Is it mentioned in the committee's report that it was assisted by
Yes,
so-called Rajiv?
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes. Well, affidavit has been filed only today, my lord. I don't think.
Affidavit by whom?
Additional affidavit, my lord, we have filed by the respondent 2, my lord. The PCCF is filing one, my lord. Pursuant to this committee report, my lord, we have filed an affidavit. additional
You are trying to question the veracity of the committee report on an aspersion that some person who is interested, he was assisting the committee.
Yes, my lord.
From the report, how do we find that?
My lord, see, my lord, report, my lord. My lord, if my lord has the committee report, my lord,
Yes.
my lord, page number 9, my lord, para 2. Thereafter, one person identifying himself as Rajiv Das.
Mm.
This Rajiv Das, my lord, we found out, my lord, in scrutiny of records, my lord, that he was, my lord, and he's again, my lord, Rajiv Das is again mentioned in page number 11 of that report, my lord.
Where are you mentioning this? Where are you reading this from?
Well, I'm reading from the report itself, or the committee report, my lord.
Yes.
I don't have a report.
One person, I think, yes. all
Rajiv
right.
Das, my lord. Again, my lord, will find his name reoccurs in page 11.
Mm.
Rajiv Das again, my lord.
When was this report submitted?
My lord, this was submitted.
Oh.
Report is of my lord,
17/2/22, report dated 3/4/22.
yes, my lord,
So this now more than a year,
my lord.
and you were sleeping all this while or what?
My lord, we are going to the records. We found out, my lord, that specific Rajiv Das, as I pointed out, my lord, he was one unsuccessful bidder of a round of, my lord, Mahals, my lord, in the periphery, my lord. So he was the person leading those, my lord. So we found that this petition, specific petition, my lord, has some information, my lord.
Officers were there,
My lord.
your officers were also assisting the committee.
Yes, yes,
Then
yes. And apart from that, my lord, the committee,
how does it matter, Mr. Council, that one person came and identified certain locations? How does it make a difference?
because, my lord, we
How
had.
does that pollute the committee's report?
No, my lord, it doesn't put, because committee's specific direction or, my lord, see, come to the order sheet, my lord.
Yes.
Committee specific was there, my lord. Directions, my lord. Details, my lord, find there's a,
Yes.
if my lord goes to page 40, page 40 of the report, my
Now just you are referring to order sheet. Suddenly you are shifting on to the
lord.
report.
Order sheet is not here, my lord. If my lord goes to the order sheet, if it's on the record, my lord.
17/2. 17/2. High Court order, no?
347.
You are reading to order dated 17/2.
17/2.
17/2, my lord.
So what is so special in that order?
My lord, the team appointed by this court shall do a detailed survey of the area and give a report as to whether
Yes.
illegal mining was being done or it continues to be done, or as to status of the said mining area after verifying the allegations of the petitioner as well as the contents of the statement.
Yes,
my lord.
yes.
My lord, we have taken a categorical stand, my lord, that the committee, my lord, due respect went beyond the terms of the reference, my lord, and my lord, try to fix responsibility and cast aspersions on every official.
We have not taken cognizance of the report to that extent,
My lord,
but to the extent the report is compliant of this court's direction,
yes,
we
my
can act upon it.
lordship can act upon it.
Then
Even my lord, we are,
Council, the issue is that after 1 year, you are saying that we are not agreeable to the report.
my
Why
lord,
should we permit you to do that now?
my lord, in fact, in the additional affidavit we are filing, my lord, we are asking for another, my lord, independent inquiry, my lord. We are not denying anything.
Were your officers not present?
They were present, my lord.
1 year down the line, situations change.
My lord.
The riverbed is not static, it is dynamic. With the water flow, the things will change.
My
So what new committee will do now?
Well, if, as alleged, my lord, if there is anything, my lord, independent inquiry. will-
Why is that committee not independent, sir? The lawyers are there. They are officers of the court
My lord.
and your officers were there. This aspersion by itself is an aspersion on your own existence.
So if
If you are saying so.
No, my lord, if my additional, if it comes on record, my lord, everything will be.
All right, file it. Have you filed it?
Yes, my lord. It is. filed today.
Government Council, Mr. Gogoi submits
Yes.
that he has filed an additional affidavit today.
Yes, my lord. Yes.
List. The same be tagged with record. List on 25th,
May
25th May.
25th. Obliged, my lord. Obliged.
Yes.
Your lordship, draft affidavit has been sent for vetting, my lord, and they're supposed to send the signed copy to file, my lord, but I could not communicate it for last 3 days. My lord, some time may be given, my lord.
MSA Grand Central Government Council prays for further opportunity to file affidavit in opposition. List on. When do you want?
My lord,
How much time do you need?
my lord, 22nd of May, my lord.
No, it will come up on Thursday, 25th May.
25th, yes, ma'am. Must oblige.
May I please, your lordship?
Yes.
Lordship, in this application, lordship, respondent number 3 and 7, they have filed affidavits. As far as respondent 7 is concerned, lordship, I would like to file a reply to this. So I pray for.
What is the petition about? Let us know.
Yes, lordship.
How does it come to? This is not a green bench matter. Let it come before the regular division bench. Let this writ petition does not involve any issues of pertaining to environment. Thus list before the regular bench. You may do it in the meantime. You file your affidavit. The pleadings be completed in the meantime.
We'll do it.
Yes, now the.
Compliance of the order dated 27/1/23, my lord. Today at 12, I have received the affidavit, my lord, to bring on record the action report of the forest, my lord. A few days time to get.
All right,
instruction.
Mr. Gogoi has filed affidavit in terms of the order dated 27/1/2023 today.
Today.
Counsel for the petitioner pays for time to go through the affidavit and respond to the same if so required. And file a response if so required. Re-notify on 25th May.
Obliged.
Punajit, take down. We have come across a report in the daily newspaper, The Sentinel, Guwahati/Dibrugarh edition dated 18th April 2023, which reflects that 23 forest divisions in Assam do not have approved working plans. This state of affairs is prevailing despite the fact that Honorable the Supreme Court has time and again mandated that all forest divisions must have working plans. The report further indicates that the forest department is being run according to the whims and sections of Indian Forest Service officers who do not even take the concerned minister into confidence before formulating the policies. This is indeed a serious issue pertaining to environment, and hence, we take suo motu cognizance of this newspaper report. Mr. D. Gogoi, Standing Counsel Forest Department, puts in appearance on behalf of the suo motu PIL shall be registered by the title in re Forest Divisions of Assam and shall be listed in the court for orders on next Thursday, 27th.
Yes. Always.
Right now, you need not mention his name because that will be after the registration of the PIL.